Feels good. Good. I can see you're pumping iron. Yes. Looking strong. Who wants to have a barley sandwich? Anybody want a barley sandwich? Sure. You know, as Churchill said, alcohol has taken much out of me.
Speak up, sir, we're deaf.
I was just going to say, as Churchill said, alcohol has taken much out of me, but not as much as I've taken out of it. It's great to be here today. As you know, the Liberals have raised your taxes on fuel, raised your taxes on work, raised taxes on small businesses. It's almost enough to drive a man to drink. But they're raising taxes on that too. Right? So on April 1st, Liberals plan to hit you with an increase in the excise tax on alcohol, which will hurt customers, but it will also kill jobs for people who work in our breweries. Aluminum tariffs are driving up the cost of the cans and killing jobs, and the Liberals want to pile on with even more taxes. It's the same old Liberals, the same old Liberal team, same old Liberal tax hikes. All they've done is brought on a weaker and more compromised leader to do it. So the choice people have in the next election is going to be between re-electing the Liberals to a fourth term in power to drive costs and crime up and our economy down under the American thumb, or to put Canada first for a change with a new Conservative government that will axe taxes, build homes, produce our resources, rebuild our military, and make our country strong in the face of the American threat. What do you think?
Canada first.
Canada first for a change. All right. Who's a deserving? We got a veteran here with some medals on. Would you like? Thank you for your service. And now it is my. Oh, ladies first. She really keeps me on track. Thank you very much. All right, here we go.
You're going to be there a long time.
Anyone else thirsty?
Down here.
All the way down again.
Elbows up.
There we go. There we go. Thank you. Why is everyone so quiet? It's really a Canadian crowd here. Everyone's so polite. All right. At your service. All right. Who do we have here?
We all serve together, sir.
All serve together. Where do you serve?
2nd Royal Canadian Regiment. These are my bosses. Yeah.
Amazing. Well, I'll put it here, and whoever's got the fastest hand will grab it. Right on. Thanks for your service, guys.
Thank you, sir.
Good to see you. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you guys. Thanks very much. Hi there. Good to see you. Thank you. Good to see you guys. Good. Good to see you. Thank you. All right.
Derek, could you comment on your relationship with veterans and how you see the future? And like we're all here for the right reasons. We get it. We've had enough. All of us have had enough. So we're there with you. Can you talk about your relationship with veterans and how you see us helping you in the future?
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's time that we had a government that puts Canadian veterans first for a change. You know, Trudeau said that veterans were asking for more than he could afford to give, even as he wasted money on bureaucracy and sent our money abroad. But we're going to bring that money home and put it in greater support for our veterans, starting with electing a great Canadian veteran, Brian McDonald. Has been working with me to develop our Canada First Veterans Support Plan, which will include a whole lot of things. We're going to boost support for helmets to hard hats for our younger veterans who want to take their skills from the forces into the civilian economy with more powerful paychecks that have fewer clawbacks, and they keep more of that money for themselves. There's going to be more mental health support for those who have trouble with operational stress injuries. The Veterans Affairs Department is going to support veterans rather than acting like an insurance company that tries to find a way to say no. We're going to be able to continuity of care so that you don't have that gap between leading the forces and being supported by B&B. to being a veteran. Right now, there's a valley between the two. They need to be brought together so there's a continuity of care. We're going to give veterans the first option on public service jobs so that they get those jobs first. We need them working in the government. If you want to add any other of our, we've got many more parts to this Canada First Veterans Plan. Do you want to add anything else as a veteran?
Well, for the military, we all love the military, and I think you've said it a number of times, you need to go back from woke to warrior culture.
Yeah. I think that'll help a lot with recruitment. People want to know what they're fighting for. They want to know that there's a country that believes in them and that they believe in return. We're going to be buying 4 massive icebreakers. We will get Poseidon aircraft, fighter jets, the first Canadian base in the Arctic since the Cold War in the form of CFB Iqaluit. We are going to dominate. Our skies, our seas, and our soil are going to be protected by our soldiers. We're once again to be protecting our people, protecting our land, and putting Canada first for a change. Let's bring it home, everybody.
Are we going to get less taxes on the veterans? Veterans are paid 25, 30 years, and now we're supposed to tax very high. Everybody else. So we're still serving we're cut like 300,000, right? Because the old percentage, 100%. So when I get an award,
So you get a percentage, right? And 100%, if you get 100% from PAC, it's worth $360,000.
so then they moved the pendulum to the right, which now is like 420,000.
Pretty much. Don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're just going to have to do a quick video here, so you just be quiet for a minute.
Okay. So your name is Kira?
Yes.
And why are you decided to head up the Conservative Club and the Conservative Youth Group here in this area?
Well, what a lot of the youth are thinking nowadays is how are we going to afford rent? How are we going to afford our own homes or our own cars or even just food on its own? With the Liberal government, we haven't been able to afford much and taxes just keep going up. We need to cut those taxes down, we need to add tax, and we have to be able to afford to live.
Wow, I think she said it just right. Incredible. My wife, Anna, how old were you when you got your first house?
I was
25. She saved up for it on her own. She got a down payment, 25. It's a nice townhouse in East End of Ottawa. There's no way a 25-year-old could do that today after the lost Liberal decade where they doubled housing costs. Giving them a 4th term will only make it worse. And that's why the youth are rallying around Conservatives. But they need to tell their parents. You tell your parents that you want to